Hello, everyone. This is Taylor here at Layman's Code. Today, we're going to be giving some sort of an introduction to who I am, what this channel means to me, and kind of what the overall concept of the channel is. Um, as you kind of see here, just looking at my channel, I don't have an extensive history of code building, website building, or anything along that nature. I'm tech forward, but I'm not necessarily a savant or anything when it comes to any of this, but I do have a pretty good understanding of how to apply things that I see. I'm a very um, visual learner, so I think this channel will be good for people who, may need to see visuals and you know, coding can be very intimidating, but I think once you start to understand the general concepts, I think you're going to be in a good situation. So again, I wanted to um, leave this for everyone so that they can, have a clean, you know, way of understanding how to write out your code and how to format it and what everything means, but more so in a way that the average person is going to understand it. I don't know all the lingo, I don't know all the different languages and terms and all that stuff, but I do understand a lot of it. So I'm hoping that with my comprehension skills of how I understand it, I can maybe translate that to you so that way you can get a better understanding. And like I said, I'm a very visual person, so my goal is to show you guys how to do it visually and then explain it how I would explain it. Again, I'm not claiming here to be a software engineer or anything. I'm just a regular guy who works a day job and loves to play golf and gamble on sports. So I do have a lot of aspirations and goals, though, and I have a lot of projects that I want to work on. So with that said, I think it's good that I can start working on those with you guys, and I figure I would just take advantage of me doing my coding and everything, but also recording it so that way I can explain it to you guys kind of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. Let's just go into my first app that I've been working on for about 2.5 months now, and this is kind of what it is. It's a wagering app. So that's basically the web application right there. It's a wagering app that allows people to bet peer to peer. That allows them to, place any wager with anyone at any time. We are not holding any money, so the legality is taken care of for the time being. We just have it linked up to Venmo, so you can link up your Venmo and you can automatically go through it. But if we go ahead and just open up kind of my website, you got the video running. You can learn more about how we operate. You can kind of see the workflow over here. The whole concept is I just feel like a lot of people aren't paying up when they make their wagers. So I just wanted to make that kind of the forefront of the app. Eventually in our roadmap, if you kind of come through here, we're kind of launching right now, sort of idea, I had a soft launch a couple weeks ago and got some information, a lot of good feedback. And that's kind of the whole thing about this is I need feedback from people who are interested in helping me out and willing to kind of enhance the app and anything that you guys think. There's all these. When I get into the app here, I'll show you guys how you can submit and stuff like that. But eventually, if we do want escrow and settlement, I feel like that's the ultimate. That's the way that we're going to have to do it eventually at some point. I just feel legally I need, according to the people that I've talked to, I'll need to, have a little bit of money for lawyers, etc. So that's going to take a little bit of time. And eventually I want to build an intelligence layer that does have some dispute AI, resolutions, and then just able to get more analytics, and then like just more in depth with the amount of stuff that we got out there. You can come in here and you can look at all the different questions, and stuff like that, like how does it make money, blah blah blah. But yeah, you can kind of see that. You can reach out to me here if you choose to. But this is like a general app. This is a general website that I built out. It's just a one-page website that I've broken down. We're going to be building out a bunch of these throughout the history, but this kind of will transition into the next thing, which will be my 220 golf company that I'm going to be starting here hopefully in the next 4 to 6 months here in the Bay Area, Fremont, California. So if any of you guys are interested in the golf, like this is this next thing that I'm going to be working on that I will have on the next stream will be for you. We're going to be building out a similar website and app. But if you want to go ahead and open the app, we can come into here and then bam, we're in the app. So as you can see here, like it's very simple. The UI is super simple here. We're not doing anything crazy here, but you can just come in, you can just type in someone's name, I will win, let's just say, and we'll bet $100, let's just say, and you can set it here to end at 106. So in 1 minute this wager will end, when we can go ahead and place it. The wager gets submitted. I earn my XP points, as you can see there. You can turn this on to private if you want, and what that does is that prevents it from getting onto the timeline. So these are all the open bets we have right now. Obviously, if you were to take this, and then we can move it over here, and then we can have someone else log in. So let's just say they log in, and that wager that I just submit is going to be in their queue. They can go ahead and accept it, and they confirm it. Bam, they're going to earn some XP points. Basically what that's going to do now is it's going to put it onto the timeline. So you got that here, and actually it goes onto the timeline once the bet's been finalized. So if we go ahead and do the whole workflow, so let's just say that she wins. And so okay, the winner's been submitted. We'll just mark it as paid just so we can get the workflow going. And then confirm received. Everything's now been completed. It's now completed in the tab. This is one update that I got to do. I got to separate these. So I got to look into my code and kind of figure that out. But now, as you can see, it's on there. It's in the timeline. And oh, there it goes. All right, now it's gone through. So now it should be, wait one second, hold up. Yep, there it goes. There. So now it's in the timeline, as you can see. It's loaded. So that private button just keeps it from being in the timeline. You know, you got your leaderboard. You know, this is going to be all your different leaderboard stuff. And then you come in here. So if you do want to use this app, like I recommend you going through and all this information is here for you. This is on that very first page. It's going to be the pinned number one video. So all the information here. This will also be in the description of this video as well. But that's kind of the generalized thing. You can come in here and you can learn a little bit more about it, how these XP rewards work, you know, how's the leaderboard work, how do I send suggestions, which is simple. You just come in here and you'll just submit via email. This is very good on mobile, so it'll link right to your mail account, whatever mail account that you use, and I'll link right to it. And yeah, so that's generally the work through of the entire app. So that's super exciting. That's kind of where I'm at right now with it. I have a lot of things still coming, so we'll work on that as we continue. But I just wanted to give you a rundown, introduction to how things are. You know, in terms of the background of how I built it out, the behind the scenes features, I use Firebase. So for full transparency, I use the Firebase console, which I'll introduce you how to do all that as we start building out the next app. And, you know, again, non-coder here, but I've just been developing it over time and working really hard at trying to get this going. Like, I got a lot of different updates coming and I want to enhance it, but I think it'd be cool to build from scratch with you guys my next app idea, which is my 220 golf app, which is going to be more like a realistic app, something that's like for businesses, that can be used for businesses or you know, groups of people or clubs, you know, privatized membership clubs, something like that. So I feel like it would have a pretty good use case to watch these videos. In the 220 golf, I'm going to take a lot of the same ideas and concepts. So again, that's kind of where I'm at right now with everything. You know, be sure to continue to follow and subscribe, because we're going to need, you know, that support, so that more people can understand on how, you know, not simple this is, but just how it is doable if you do. All full transparency, I spent hours and hundreds of hours on this, probably, with, you know, the brainstorming, from brainstorming to writing it to doing research on how this stuff works to all that. So it's taken me a long time to kind of figure this out. About 2.5 months of pretty intense work, but I've, you know, been able to accomplish it. So it's been really, really rewarding. And this is, you know, kind of my baby right here, and something that I'm really, really happy with. But again, it's something that I want. Like, this one hasn't gone through just because, you know, my mom hasn't even accepted or selected the winner, and that happened a long time ago. But that's another workflow thing that I'm working on, to try to get more of the workflow down so it's a lot easier. But again, we can go into that later when I actually do a stream that's dedicated to this app. I just wanted to give you guys a background update on this, though, and show you kind of where I'm at. So please don't hesitate to reach out in the comments if you got any ideas, or if you got some thoughts, or if you want to test the app. Please go beta test it. You guys are more than welcome to. All the information will be inside the description, just like it is here. All this will be here for you guys. And with that all that said, I really do appreciate everything, and so I look forward to hearing from you guys, and have a good rest of your day. We will be working next on the 220 golf app from start to finish. So be sure to tune in to the next episode. That will be a long form content that I may chop up. I'm not sure yet, but just be sure to keep an eye out. So I'll see you guys soon.